Hey everyone, this is Modest Millions, and today we're going to be covering the relics of the past for tailoring. Which items you should be focusing on to make each level relic, and which farms you can either solo or group farm so that you can prepare for pre-patch. So let's go. Alright guys, so a little background on relics first. Relics are 1 to 5, each of the materials used to upgrade other crafted items to a certain level range. Also, if you want me to do updated farm videos on these locations for solo and even placements for group farming, let me know in the comments below. So we have Relic of the Past 1 sets the item to 23, 2 sets the item to 33, 3 sets the item to 43, 4 sets the item to 56, and 5 sets the item to 86. Each relic corresponds to a different expansion, and each relic can be crafted or created with different materials using tailoring, leatherworking, or blacksmithing. Today we're going to be covering the cheapest and most easily farmable materials used for crafting relics of the past with tailoring. First off, we have Relic of the Past 1. This can be created with a bunch of different items shown here. However, the cheapest and most easily farmable from this group is linen cloth. There are a lot of ways you can farm for linen cloth, but the two farms that I enjoy most are the Westfall farm killing the gnolls and the Wetlands Crimson Whelpling farm. Both of these farms solo will get you over 2k cloth per hour. If you want to see more about these spots, I will link my previous videos in the description below. However, these spots will yield you plenty of linen cloth per hour. Next, we have the Relic of the Past 2, and with this one, the cheapest tailoring item will be wool cloth. This is easy because probably my favorite spot for wool cloth is also the best linen cloth spot, which is the Crimson Whelpling farm. These farms are going to be in super high demand right now leading up to pre-patch and throughout pre-patch. I highly recommend if you're not lucky enough to get one of these farming spots on your own, then join a group for farming. So like I said, I recommend farming for linen cloth and wool cloth at the same time, just hanging out at the Crimson Whelpling spot. If you're looking for people to farm, come check out our Discord and make some farming parties. On to the Relic of the Past 3. The cheapest material here is going to be silk cloth. Now this takes us back to one of my favorite farms. Hands down, the best way to farm silk cloth in the game is the Desolate Open World farm. I have spent 10 hours or more here farming multiple times over, and you will roughly get 1200 to 1400 solo and around 2k if you're in a group. You can check out my old farming video here in the description below. Basically, you're sitting in one spot flying back and forth to loot or throwing your handy dandy looterang. Now moving on to Relic of the Past 4. This uses Mage Weave, and I'll mention two possible spots because one is solo and the other one is mostly group. So solo farming without a group, plain and simple, you're going to want to farm Zul'Farrak. This gives you a steady 13 to 1600 Mage Weave per hour, which is a very good rate. On the flip side, if you're running a group, I highly recommend doing the Burning Steps Open World farm. You will need 4 people at 4 different spots, but these mobs force spawn. These mobs are averaging 1800 to 2200 Mage Weave per hour at this spot, so hop in a group and stockpile some cloth. And finally, we have the Relic of the Past 5, and the cheapest for this is rune cloth. This is the exact same as the Relic 4, so you should be doing a group farm at the Burning Steps. You can farm both Mage Weave and Rune Cloth at this farm, and you'll get roughly 1500 to 1800 Rune Cloth per hour in a 4-man group for spawning these mobs. So, my suggestion for stockpiling for pre-patch and changes. I highly recommend you start out farming Burning Steps. This farm will not only allow you to stockpile the mats for 4 and 5 relics, but also drops some absolutely amazing transmogs that you can post on the AH. Then I would focus on the Crimson Whelpling farm and getting the linen and wool cloth. These items will be used for twink items, leveling characters, so I think they'll still have a market. Keep in mind that a majority of these items will only retain value for those relics that are used the most for gold flips. So whatever combination brings in the most gold for those materials will steadily increase. If you follow all these farms and stockpile from now through pre-patch, you should be able to religiously make gold through pre-patch into Shadowlands. Pre-patch isn't even here yet, and on a couple of my servers, prices for these materials is already skyrocketing. 2, 3, and even 4 to 5 gold for linen cloth and silk, and more. In one of my upcoming videos, I'm going to be going over which relic and crafted item combinations you should be using to focus on to bring you the best raw gold for vendoring. And that's it for this video, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please comment, like, and subscribe down below, join the Discord, and I will see you guys in the next video.